I'm really excited to meet you.
I'm excited to meet you too. Let's do that again.
I genuinely have been a fan since Sleepers for the Week, where I used to play your stuff at open mic night.
Fucking A. That pleases me greatly. It's funny, every now and again people email me and they're like, is it okay if I cover your song? And I write back and I'm like, are you kidding? Please cover it, write another set of words, change the lyrics. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's supposed to be, on some level, kind of folk music. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, it must be a big compliment when people are like, I really want to cover your song because that's the song I
think
like.
It's amazing. You know, and I learned how to play guitar by learning songs to other people and playing them to my mates or my aunts or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool. Yeah. So yes.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
No, absolutely fine. And I've been wanting to meet you for so long, so I'm very honoured to meet you. Oh yeah, honoured is very nice. I'm being really nice to you. I don't know why.
You should probably be nasty for a bit now.
Oh, you bastard. Let's talk about shit now.
Alright, I'm in.
I just swore. I'm blushing. And
Are we allowed to swear?
It's like you just kissed me on the cheek or something. Do you think you can kiss me on the cheek?
I can kiss on the cheek. No, my missus is very nice. She's over there, but
I have a boyfriend too, but this is a big highlight. If music was the food of love and you'd be a fat romantic, then you'd be a fat romantic slob.
It's true.
Is music, does it kind of mean the same to you as it used to, as kind of things have got bigger and you're doing Wembley and
yeah, you know what, it's funny actually. I think that there's a thing, if music becomes your profession as well as your passion, if you see what I mean. There is that kind of moment where occasionally it all gets a little bit kind of abstract and kind of, you know, it's all business talk and it's not music talk. And then, yeah, there are moments when I realise I've been having those kind of conversations too long and it feels all a bit icky. But then the thing is, regardless, almost in a way it means it's more impactful to me, because then what I'll do is I'll sit down in the corner and I'll put on a Weaker Thans album and it'll just melt me completely. And then I'm just gone forever. Are you a Weaker Thans fan?
I'm a Weaker Thans fan.
Well, I'm now gonna make you really jealous.
Why?
Right? John Kay, who's my buddy, gave me.
Of course, he's your buddy.
He gave me a copy of his new solo album, which isn't out for another 3 months, the other day, and it's unbelievable. I haven't listened to anything else since he gave it to me, and I'm not allowed to share it with anybody.
What a little shit!
It's really good. I've been singing to myself all day. Dude, just make it happen. Oh, the El Camino.
Is this what happens when you get to that point and you play Wembley and you get free stuff all the time and you get previews from bands that you never thought?
I've met a lot of people in bands that I love. It's funny, I didn't grow up idolising U2 or bands like of that ilk. I mean, it's a serious point though. I grew up idolising bands like Weaker Thans and Converge and NoFX and bands like that. And I picked those three because those are three bands where I now am friends with all those bands and we hang out. And it's funny because obviously they're not as kind of on the bullshit kind of fameometer. They're not as big as some other bands. But to me personally, they're way more important than
and
U2
they
will ever
inspired
be.
your music.
Yeah, absolutely. Fat Mike's my buddy now, but I still go a bit whenever I'm hanging out with him because he's Fat Mike.
Yeah.
You know, so it's one of my and it's funny because I know in saying this it starts to sound a tiny bit name droppy, and I really don't mean it like that. It's it just kind of feels amazing to me that I can hang out with these people who soundtracked my life.
Well, I am genuinely happy for you because you've worked bloody hard for it and you've been eternally touring.
I have.
You're on the road all the bloody time.
I know. This is my week off right now.
Oh no, and you're talking to me.
That's all right. This is all right. I've got, I think it's 6 days off, and actually I had 1 day off.
How far are you away from growing old and living in a house with high windows?
Good question. I don't know about the house with high windows part. You know what? This is a terribly unpunk thing to admit. I tried to buy a house earlier this year, and the bank told me to get stuffed. So I didn't buy a house.
No way. Where were you going to buy your house?
I was trying to buy a house in North London, and the bank just went no. So that was the end of my house buying ambitions. High or low windows, you know, whatever.
I just need a damn house to live in.
I haven't had a place for 7 years now, and it's been terribly exciting and Woody Guthrie. But there is part of me that's kind of like, it would actually be nice to get my record collection out of storage now.
It's that time.
Yeah. Maybe and therefore maybe I am now getting old. Maybe that's what I mean.
I think you are. I think you're getting old.
Hopefully old only in the physical sense rather than old as in boring.
No, I don't think you're boring.
Thank you.
And if Philip Larkin was here today, what would you ask him?
That's a good question. Here's the thing. I've kind of filed Philip Larkin under the same category as someone like Marky Smith, in the sense that he's somebody you love, but you could probably do quite well to never meet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because he was famously an arsehole. And in a way that's kind of one of the angles that I like about his poetry anyway.
Yeah.
But I just don't. I think it would probably be a bad thing if I'd met Philip Larkin.
It's like when you meet an idol
and they're just a twat.
I know, it just ruins your faith.
It is a sadness. Yeah.
Okay, well, it was very nice to meet you eventually, and I'm looking forward to it.